She survived the longest Eurovision selection in Europe, and now Lithuania's Ieva Z is headed to Eurovision with the song When We're Old. Should we talk about it? Let's do this! And you will notice that we have not attempted to say her last name. These two met her recently, so let's roll a tape of her explaining how to say her name.
Zasimauskaitė.
There you go. Now look, I'm going to keep this short. She has a magical, mystical, ethereal voice, yet it carries so much. It's a strong voice, but it's light. It's like a female bodybuilder. You know, you see her with her clothes and she's all lithe, but then she gets in her bikini for competition and she's pure muscle. It's their strength here is what I'm trying to say, which is why it's unfortunate that I have to say the song goes absolutely nowhere for me and does absolutely nothing. She seems to be working between pianissimo and piano, and at Eurovision, you need a forte, honey. She seems to be, I don't know, we talk about peaks and valleys. This is very plateau. It's almost circular. I feel like it just repeats the same kind of variant. Well, there is no variant. It repeats the same trope over and over. This is fantastic background music. Put it in a movie about a man dying of cancer and his wife, you know, crying by the bed. It's touching, it's heartwarming, but this is going to struggle to make a big impact at Eurovision.
Yeah, this is one of the songs that on the studio cut, it just passes me by completely. And when it's playing, it really drags on and on and on, because it's so samey throughout that there's no development. And the lyrics are supposed to be touching and all that kind of stuff. They don't affect me. Maybe it's because I've no one to grow old with at this moment in time. So maybe that's a reason. But yeah, when the difference is, though, I've seen her live in a concert hall, and she does elevate the song considerably, that she's able to generate kind of an atmosphere. And I guess she was able to translate that to the viewers in Lithuania when she won their show, because she won it with ease because she topped every heat that she was in, and that goes on for weeks. And yeah, because she has the stage presence, and it's kind of otherworldly when she's on stage, and she takes a moment to sit down on the ground, and she's very gentle, and it's enchanting in a way. But if she does get out of the semi-final, which I think she'll struggle, Portugal are doing a very similar song but slightly better, and there's more development in it. And I think that there's people who will be moved by it, but it's not like Salvador. There's not the same kind of stardust or fairy dust over it that will kind of weave its spell on you. It's just there.
So I've grown to like it. The very first time I heard it, it completely passed me by because I didn't follow Eurovision Atranka. I just kind of heard it and I was like, okay, that's Lithuania, done. But now I've listened to it more, and having seen her live, I think that this could actually be like the spoiler of semi-final one, because it's very different for that semi-final against all the other songs. And, you know, she's against a lot of bangers in that first half. She's against like Miklas Josef and Netta and people like that. And this slows it down. I like the switch to Lithuanian. I think that there's a very good chance, and I love her voice. I think that it's got that little kind of tinge, that affliction. I can't remember what I'm trying to say, but it's got that little something different, and the way she says it, I just like it, and it sticks out. And I think it's very much Eurovision ready at the moment. I think that the staging in Riga that we saw, she's kind of got an idea of what she wants to do. So that's a really good sign. And I like that the switch to Lithuanian makes it work at the very end, because instead of, you know, doing a big key change or doing something different, it's just that little bit more authenticity, I think. And, you know, she said that she's singing, you know, she's thinking about her husband when she did it. She didn't write it herself, but it doesn't matter because, you know, it comes across well on stage.
I think simple songs benefit from simple staging, and the fact that there are no LEDs in Lisbon suggests lighting schemes will be very important. You could see them just doing close camera crops on her and having bright colors behind her. And then to your point, Chris, she would definitely stand out because it's harder to stage a dance song. I feel like Mikolas's song could be difficult to stage when there's nothing that you can put around it. Because if it's just real life people supporting him, it might, I don't know, might feel empty or something. You see what I'm trying to say? It's easier to work with a simple song. And so maybe that will play to her favor. Who knows? Studio version, I wouldn't give it any chance. You know, with proper staging that blows our mind, it becomes a potential qualifier. But I'm still pessimistic just because that semifinal one is so difficult.
There was one thing to note is that the UK and Ireland are both voting in this semi-final, and there is a Lithuanian diaspora in both. But obviously, we know that that has sort of been watered down in recent years because obviously the jury vote is separate now. So I don't know whether that will help her, but I think that there might be juries who will really appreciate this. I think it's stronger than both Ireland and Iceland, and they're the only other two slower songs in this semi-final. So who knows? I think the fact that she's there. Oh, in Estonia, obviously, there's the Baltic connection. So, you know, there's a chance that there's friendly countries that will help this along. But I do think that, you know, it's so strong, this semi-final, that as much as I like the song, I do worry about its chances.
Well, that's what we think. What do you think? Does Ieva have a shot at making it to the final? And if she does, how will she do? And can you say her last name? Let us know down in the comments below.
Make sure to hit subscribe and switch on the notifications.
And make sure to give this a like, and possibly, I'm going to try it, Zasimauskaitė. I think that might be how we say it, but we'll see.
Amazing. We'll see you guys later. Bye.